Welcome to Family Time. It's the week after Easter, and I've been amazed this week because almost out of nowhere, we've seen this incredible group of volunteers from the village and from our church start a food bank. If you're interested in giving or in using it, just look on our website. It's really amazing. I love the trick box cards that our primary school produces, and this one says something very simple. It says you're great, and it encourages us to stand in front of a mirror and to say nice things to ourselves. You're great. You look amazing. It's good to say good things to yourselves, isn't it? Because sometimes we're really horrible to ourselves. Generally, it's good to be kind to ourselves, but I have to say sometimes I find it quite difficult. I'll never forget when I was playing with one of these at school. We were dropping them on people, water bombs on people as they came in from lessons. It was really funny. Until my friends had the bright idea to drop a balloon that was about 10 times bigger than that. It's one of those big party balloons from a distance of about 10 meters. If that thing had hit this poor person who was walking into our house, it really could have done him a serious injury. Not very clever. Fortunately, it broke up on the way down and just soaked his trousers, so it was hysterical. But sometimes, I have to say, I don't struggle to say you're great in the mirror because I've done something stupid. It's actually because I've done something really, really bad. I always regret, there's a person who I was at school with, and I always regret not befriending him more. He had such a hard time at school, and it's marked him permanently in some ways because bullying can. And I regret not doing more for him. Sometimes I can just feel sad because I don't feel great about my life. You know, my life isn't great at times. And I've spoken to lots of people recently who are very frightened because they're frightened about what the coronavirus can do to people. That one of their friends or their family have got, or even they've had it. And life isn't great. You know, that's just where the disciples were after the resurrection. They were sitting in this room. They were lonely. They were frightened. They were very, very sad because they had lost one of the people they loved more than anyone in the world. And not only that, they realized that they weren't great because when he needed them most, they all ran away scared. What does Jesus do? Well, this is where the truth of the resurrection is just so astounding. Because you see, Jesus comes into this room of frightened, dishevelled, disappointed, and actually, quite frankly, very disappointing disciples. And he doesn't tell them off or give them lines because they've let him down so badly. He just says one simple word. He says, peace. Peace be with you. That's the first thing he says to this bunch of lonely, disappointed, sad individuals. He just says peace. You know, his peace, Jesus' peace, still has the power to affect people in dramatic ways. I was reading in this book, it's called The Hiding Place. One of my great spiritual heroes, this lovely lady, Corrie ten Boom, wrote it. She was in a concentration camp during the war. And in this Nazi concentration camp, stuffed in a hut that had 1,400 people in it that should have had 400. She said the tempers were fraying because some of the bunks were breaking, and they had like 8 people to a bunk. I mean, people were really, they were not happy, and some were too cold, some were too hot. And she and her sister Betsy, they just prayed for God's peace to fill this stalag, this hut in the middle of a Nazi concentration camp. And do you know what? She said it took a bit of time to happen, but slowly the arguments stopped. People started laughing in that horrific situation. And God's peace filled the room. And then Jesus does something really incredible. He doesn't tell his disciples how disappointing they've been and that they should try harder next time. No, he doesn't do that at all. He says, as the Father sent me, I'm sending you. In other words, you may have let me down really badly, but I think you're great. I think you're really great. In fact, I'm going to send you to be in the world like I've been in the world. And then he breathes on them. He says, receive the Holy Spirit, receive my presence. You know, what Jesus is doing here is something quite incredible. He's basically saying, you know, if you invite me into your heart, into your life, I'm going to come and be there. I'm going to come and share your life with you. And I'm going to fill your life, if you'll let me, with so much love and so much peace and so much power that people are going to notice something different about you. It's almost like I'm going to start living in you. Your life is going to look more and more like mine. In other words, you're great. So homework this week then. I'd encourage you to go in front of a mirror. Invite Jesus into your life. Invite him into your situation if you're frightened. You could even do this. It's something very simple. What we do so often in church is we light a candle. What we're saying when we light a candle is something really simple. We're just saying Jesus is here. So maybe light a candle. Go in front of the mirror. Say you're great. Invite Jesus to be with you. Invite his peace into your life. And see what happens next. God bless you this week. God bless your families. God bless all the people you love. And know that Jesus is with you. Amen.